Yes, Pirate Radio episode 87. You already know. Let's go. Yo, I'm gonna need. Oh, applause. Thank you. Wait, are y'all giving me my flowers? Oh my God, I'm about to cry. Y'all giving me my flowers? No. Yo, wait. Y'all apologize? What took y'all so long, man? Come on, man. It's been 3 years, damn it. Please, stop. No. Well, thank you, Let me open up this beer. No, I really mean it. Y'all can sit down. Yeah, hold on. Thank you. Y'all can sit down already. Thank you. I'm about to start the podcast. Well, at least those are my peers who were against me for saving their lives, trying to save their lives. And look at them. They were all applauding, They were sincerely, apologetic. Let me take this sip. Hey, this ain't nothing compared to the real quote-unquote conspiracy theorists from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, 2010s, up till 2015. Because then from 2015, 2016 and on, then we started seeing shit that it was like, yeah, but we can find it right here. You feel me? It's not like it's crazy. And flash forward Trump, flash forward Democrats, flash forward Big Pharma, flash forward your favorite, your god, Anthony Fauci. Flash forward with the internet, the social media sphere. Flash forward from me making a Instagram account dedicated. Well, it was already made, but I made it dedicated to the Diesel TV episodes. Flash forward to me making this podcast to be a little bit annoying because I just had to make a I Told You So podcast because I was telling people and it was one in one ear, out the other. And I showed them too. It's not like I met these people and I was going to their houses, consulting them like it's a fucking World Ventures scam, pyramid scheme. Hey, you come to my house, but don't worry, I can't tell you what it is. And don't worry, you're gonna be a couple people there. There's gonna be a couple drinks in there. There's gonna be a couple snacks, and then you already know what you're gonna head yourself into. It's like a casino, no, Goodfellas. When Joe Pesci walks in the house and he sees nobody there because I guess he was gonna be made and shit. And he knew as soon as he opened up that door, he was like, oh no, boom. But yo, I mean, listen, am I shooting out here or not? I'm shooting out here or not? Come on, man. I showed y'all with pictures. Proof. For what? For nothing. And then it takes more white people, I guess, to convince y'all that your friends was right. That's what happened. It took that clip for people to be like, oh my God, this is really serious. There's white people walking on white people and telling them that the vaccine. But when I was saying it, shit. I can't wait till just Kanye West or just Drake wear one of my Aguilas hat, so it can make a bunch of y'all dumb motherfuckers and say, oh shit, it must be a cool hat. Let me go buy it now, because Drake got it. Because I'm a fucking robot. And I don't do things unless the government tells me. But remember, I was against the government because that's what the government kind of wanted me to do. I can't believe the government had y'all against them, then said, hey, this white guy right here, you can't trust him. And y'all went with the white people. Y'all white supremacists. Y'all the real white supremacists. Y'all fucking traitors talk about the government this, the government that. The government came and said, yo, we gonna slap this shit on y'all and y'all ain't gonna work unless y'all get it. Y'all folded. Don't be mad at me. Don't look at me like that. Nigga, y'all made me, y'all Biden voters made me file for fucking a religious exemption. Y'all fucking crackheads. Nigga, this was serious. Like, you know how you be like, oh, who you voting for? I voted for Bill Clinton. You be like, oh shit, well, okay, you know. But nigga, Bill Clinton tell y'all, yo, get on your knees and y'all all gonna suck this dick in the Oval Office. No, he just did that to Monica Lewinsky. Okay, cool. And of course he's gonna do his he gotta bomb a few shit over there in the Middle East and make it look like it's all for prosperity. You know what I'm saying? And but at least he ain't had us taking drastic fucking decisions. These are the same people that said, hey, we couldn't I guess locate, or I don't know, but they dead ass had how you say, like an unregistered or a plane out of its trajectory, which was 9/11. They told, you know, fast ass jets, military, to stand down. And I'm pretty sure more want to come out and say it, but they saw what happened to people that spoke out. And now they just earthing people left and right. And what we do, we just post it. Oh shit, look, this person died. I do it too. So cheers. You know, let's take this sip. But yeah, I do that too. So now what? The war really World War III didn't come at us like a big plane dropping bombs and shit. Nah. It just came by the way of a flu that made people who were on their last legs, who had their own fucking business. You know, the people who we all in our family say, we be like, if you don't have a business, then you a loser in this country. That's how it is. But look what happens when you have your own business and then your loser ass decisions, your low IQ political decisions made people with the last fucking hope they had lose their fucking business. Why? Because we have people that wanted, that would benefit more off of this. Trump too. But with these Republicans, you can check them. These Democrats, it's hard to check them because they got every Hispanic and black under their balls. Well, not under their balls, but they got them by the balls, let's just say. Because all you got to do is pretend you care and slide the knife right through. And when you take out the knife and the victim, see the knife coming out of their own body that they got stabbed, you know what they do? They see him again in 4 years and say, can you please stab me again? Nah. Yo, first of all, give me a round of applause. All round of applause. This is a one. Y'all made me take these long ass podcasts because, yo, I'll be jumping windows and, you know, your fucking incompetence. Because it's okay to say, yo, I don't even know that much about voting, but I turned the TV and they were just telling me not to vote for Trump, so I did it. But y'all can't even admit that. So how are we gonna move as a community? You are part of the problem too. I'm part of the problem in other ways, but you part of the problem too. I'm part of the problem because I shouldn't even been posting, and I shouldn't even been talking about. Oh, you see what happened to those who got, the vaccine. I know people who got the vaccine. You think I want to do that shit? But no. So this is me trying to explain. Because think about it like this. Y'all made Republicans take the vaccine too. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas, oh no, not me. Y'all owe people money. See, this is why, like, I talk shit about, if I have my own country, I run it perfectly. But you imagine that shit slipped off in the mic, and I'm going off the top of the dome, and I say that shit, and I take it back, but people don't believe it. I take it back, man. I don't want to charge y'all people, but fuck, man. Whoa, y'all heard that shit? I wanted to say, pa lo que te conviene. See, come on, you gotta give me props. If I would have said that shit one shot right after, come on, man. Pero pa lo que te conviene, you know what I'm saying? For y'all ladies, for example. Y'all know all the spots in fucking Tulum, I'm sure. Y'all know all the spots y'all want to vacate. But y'all don't know. I'm about to load up. It's like, I feel like I'm, my mom, she used to tell me, aquí lo único que te importa es los Jordans. Now I tell these hoes, you know more about Louis Vuitton bags than fucking vaccines, huh, in politics. I don't know if y'all hear these sound effects with the music in the background. I totally forgot about that. But look at the quote that I put in the first sticky pad that I have to remind me of the topics. The first one, Pirate Radio, episode 87. Boom. Right below it. Still think I'm crazy? Question mark. Like, I wish I could see the reaction of people that know me, and like, this is gonna sound corny, like stupid, but like when they started seeing my post, especially the 4th of July. The 4th of July, you could tell people probably was like, oh, okay, I get it, he's trolling. And then, yeah, right, nigga. And the 4th of July is when I posted like a exaggerated photo of Trump saying this and this and that, right? But I kind of did it on purpose because I want to let people know, like, yo, is out here, and people knew, but you could tell, like, it shocked a lot of people. It shocked a lot of people. And oddly enough, celebrities and all the motherfuckers, they were put in our same fucking boat. You had Eminem, this will never go away. You had Eminem really go and say, I'm gonna draw this line. If you like Trump, don't fucking listen to me anymore. Like, you imagine shit that happened like that back in the days before the internet? I was to the point that I was scared. I was like, yo, I hope Kanye don't say his political, yada yada, because I could take it. But you imagine he says Trump, and that's exactly what he did. I like the way Candace always thinks. After he said that, I was like, oh, fuck. I know a lot of people also must be thinking, like, how the fuck I knew? I get it. I knew, because all I did was just pay attention. Not paying attention to Love and Hip Hop, and I still did my debauchery shit. I was still paying attention to dumb shit, but I was paying attention to other shit. And do research, because I wasn't paying attention to Trump. Remember when I saw that fucking decal on the car, I started looking at every fucking press run interview or whatever you call it, what are those the speeches that he was making. I was like, oh, this nigga going in on the globalist. Yeah, he ain't gonna be president. And then, you know, I explained the story mad times. But back to the question, you still think I'm crazy? I was like a genius, nigga. That's what I put on my profile way before. A lazy genius. Is it safe to say the game is rigged? And it's set up for, oh, you made it in? Oh, shit, okay, damn. All right, shit. Okay. But for the rest, nigga, it's hell no. And there is people that could still make it in this world in terms of, you know, put your head down, you know, keep working, and you know, don't worry, you'll be there. Yeah, but imagine telling that to Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely a glass ceiling, and I felt like I said this at exactly the same exact shit last episode. But it makes you think, you know what I mean? Like, there was a dream called entertainment that we all want. And it's so weird because as a kid, that's what I wanted too. But that's because that's what I saw on TV. And it's okay. Because what if I'm over here doing this podcast, but if I would have just started making music seriously, you know, making beats or whatever, I probably could have made one of the best beats ever in 7 years. If you tell me that, I'm like, okay, let me chip in. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's good that you don't know because you get lazy at it and then it will never manifest. But we all humans. Mike Tyson was getting bullied, and the table fucking turned, and he became a bully. He wasn't a bully that I know of to people on purpose or whatever, but people were fucking scared of him, grown ass people. So we all have that potential. What if, God forbid, but what if Mike Tyson punched that kid that fucking ripped the head off the pigeon that got him, you know, that what made him get mad as a kid, Tyson. But what if that kid came back that week after and he killed him or whatever, and then Mike Tyson moved and he left to the South, became a criminal there too, and, you know, right now he's at home and, you know, or homeless. That's how life is. And it just so happened he became one of the greatest heavyweight champions ever. To the point that he can never go broke. He's like Safiro in a way, even though Safiro was broke. But like, people saw Safiro, one of my favorite singers ever. And they would see him in the streets and they would be crying. The fans would be crying. They would give him money. They would invite him to their house and shit. But Safiro was, you know, in drugs. But that's something that it would be like one of those Mike Tyson things. If you see Mike Tyson, you at least got to give him $10 if he was broke outside. And you're like, yeah, I'm Mike Tyson and shit. But it also depends on who wants the help. But bringing it back again. Imagine people who spoke about shit that I spoke about and never had a chance to show you in videos how I'm showing you now. So yeah, quote unquote, you know, I must have looked crazy before, obviously not now, but not crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn too. Not that I was doing this, but in my mind I was like, yo, people know me because all they're gonna see is my Instagram. People know me and they probably just think a total fucking lunatic or a total fucking conspiracy theorist. Halfway true. And then, yeah, I'm a conspiracy theorist. And not play. Halfway true meaning that I am kind of a conspiracy theorist. Because, you know, you can't lie to me and say 9/11 wasn't real. So after that, you can't trust this company. I always have a Floridian slip and say this company, and I really mean this country. So I'm gonna keep saying this company. Fuck it. But yeah, this company cannot be trusted. So when they come with, one of the greatest examples that will stand the test of time was what just happened. What is still happening right now as we speak, where people are being confronted because of that whole COVID shit, which goes to what I'm saying. If you have leaders here who are brought up through families that remain in position, and they could just cook up celebrities because they just got connections, and they could use a celebrity and make it look like they got the greatest pop record, and little do you know that they somehow related to somebody that's already connected. So you're like, like, no wonder. You know? And then because of that, you telling me that nobody ever won a prestigious award compared to somebody who really was trying to do their art? You see what I'm saying? So, listen, perfect example. Chuck Schumer, his niece, or I believe, but basically his family, is this badass comedian Amy Schumer, that she's an actor too. And word is because she steals jokes and whatever. But look how totally opposite, like, you know, politics and a comedian starting, and then boom, the movie. What's the boom in the movie? The Chuck Schumer boom. The I Know Chuck Schumer boom. Imagine you fucking like a dude that he's a domestic abuser, right? And he just fucked with Amy Schumer. And little does his dumbass know that in her family is a highly fucking connected politician. That's game over. They're gonna have that nigga in his fucking garage with the car turned on and say this, yo, this nigga just earthed himself, the fumes, he did it to himself. Yeah, right, nigga. We all seen what's that shit called? The House of Cards, which I need to see again because I was watching, I was like, damn, this is so interesting. And I ain't had no clue about politics. That's what helped me out also when sifting out the bullshit about politics. When I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. So there's literally things you have to compromise, that you have to do in order to say to those people, hey, when y'all needed me on this, I got y'all back. So, you know, here, give me my votes. Like, at the end of the day, people really think that they're gonna wanna, I doubt it, but if anything, if people really wanna, like, not people, I don't know how to frame this. I'm pretty sure if, like this, because yo, one take. I'm pretty sure that if somebody wants to debate me about Trump, not now, because now it's cool to say, I like Trump, yeah, radical. But I was a real radical nigga 5 years ago. But anyways, people would definitely go into a debate and have this tucked in their sleeve like a fucking special card, nigga. And they like a Pokeball, because you're gonna say, oh well, you know, you're gonna try to make them remember, and that's rule number one. Don't debate with you when you can't remember. Because if I say, oh, Trump is racist, and if I literally say, tell me something that he said that was racist, the reason why you have to say that in the beginning, okay, all right, is because they chopped up his fucking shit and they made it look like he was being racist. But these dickheads have the balls to want to debate and don't have the balls to do research. How about that one? They can't go and see, yo, let me see this nigga when he said that racist shit. It's to the point that they trying to make it look racist. Unlike Biden, Biden that ass, spoke. I mean, no, Obama spoke. But Biden, I think, spoke too. But Biden was taking pictures with KKK wizards. That's the picture I posted. And that was before the elections. Niggas was still voting for Biden. So go back to the Kanye quote. Damn, 600 years? Ready? It must have been a choice. Not quote unquote, but that was the point that Kanye was mentioning. He basically was trying to say, yo, we took 400 years? Sounds like a choice to me. Because he's trying to say, nigga, we all should have been going ham. But the easiest answer for that you can say is no, because we're afraid of the cops. And then I'll give you that one. Just don't compare us, blacks and Hispanics here. Well, I guess it was just all blacks. Well, you know what I mean, because there wasn't that much mixing. But our ancestors, right? Because the so-called African Americans, we have to go by the American terms, so I can kind of get what I'm saying. The blacks from here, their ancestors obviously was the one that was here already being slaves. Me and DR, Caribbean, the whole Caribbean. Their ancestors, our ancestors, they were dying or fighting. That dying or fighting became Haiti being liberated. And that's why Haiti is fucked up now. That's why you telling me nobody's gonna come and say, hey, look at Haiti for being the first one who liberated themselves from these conquistadors and these fucking faggots. Hell no. Where's the Haiti Lifetime Achievement Award? That's what I'm gonna say, basically, in layman's terms. What's the Lifetime Achievement Award? Like, where's Stevie Wonder's Lifetime? You can tell Stevie Wonder must have been a pedophile or something. God forbid, please. Because they don't want to honor this dude. Like, hold on, he's still alive. What he do that was so bad that y'all want to honor him? Obviously, after he dies. Like, what the fuck? Y'all giving him the Pete Rose treatment. You know Pete Rose gonna be in the Hall of Fame, but not now until he dies. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna do. But yeah, Haiti, let's not forget, liberated that island. And then they wanted to conquer the whole island, and then the DR rift came. You could tell DR was like the light-skinned niggas, and they're like, y'all ain't taking this. Strike a pose. Because, nigga, DR loves Spain, nigga. They rap for now that, they look a little stupid when they suck too much of their dick, and then they be like, nah, yeah, y'all was conquistadors and shit, so, you know what I'm saying? But before, nigga, oh my God. Look at the palace that Christopher Columbus built. As a little kid, I was like, okay. Like, I haven't been in the DR, and even if I go back, I have a black belt. So it's not, I still won't see it the same. I'm gonna see it the same as I was a little kid. Okay, big deal. Dirty ass building. If anything, that's proof that, niggas, but whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes I be thinking, did it backfire on them in the long run? Because you could literally say the Caribbean that know Spanish, that's just a huge connection with the whole South America. And I didn't know that Mexico is part of North America. But Mexico, from Mexico and on down. You know what I'm saying? Spain knows what's up. They fuck around loving our music, so they got no choice either. They got no choice but to join. So look how powerful that impact right there is. And now if you want to go one step above that and say we all Israelite, oh, it's game over. The army of us is going to be in the billions. So that's why you need distractions. You want to be a celebrity? Go ahead. We'll give you the money. All right. It's not everything Illuminati. We'll give you money. But if you start kind of like steering people into a way that you're becoming very influential, it's nothing to pay somebody in your own fucking family, my nigga. You will not go to jail, my nigga. Slip this in his drink, my nigga. It's a natural heart attack, my nigga. Or something. You don't have to shoot somebody and be like, oh, who did it? No. And it won't be hot too. It won't be the kid. Oh, all of a sudden the cousin got or the cousin or the family member, the uncle or whatever, or long or distant friend or whatever. They did it, and all of a sudden the next day they got a fucking Corvette. No, they'll just start like, all right, this is like a rollout now. So, say you want to create a business, we'll help you out. It'll look natural and become successful. You don't know how you get your money. These people have many ways to catching you, especially if you're a regular civilian. Come on now. That's why you can't have Jay-Z say, yo, stop all the beef. Hell no, you can't say that. Because you got too much fucking power. Who's gonna say no to Jay-Z when he says this shit? Allegedly, Suge Knight, the dude from Texas, Irv Gotti, and Dame Dash was gonna form their own distribution label, some shit like that. Cut out the middleman, the white man. White man said, nigga, Jay-Z, if you don't go there and tell us who the fuck is doing this shit, allegedly, because they over here pointing at Jay-Z. But nigga, white people said, you think white people say, oh my God, it's a great idea. Y'all can make your own money. Hell no, nigga. So you gonna tell me that's not racism right there? I know it's business, right? Yeah, because it's, business. But behind that business, why we all can't make great business? Business people, you gotta live with a little bit of hate, which turns to anger, which turns to fuel, or however y'all want to view it. But if everybody was good with each other, shit, why did, they were trying to set everybody up that were trying to do that? Hard body. Take that position away from them. But that's also our fault. We got so influenced by the TV. Because they should be able to deny a contract and come back to the hood in the meantime and be protected by us and everything. Until, they and anything that he comes out with, we support. And then he gets a better contract. But he has to have that discipline and decorum to say, I need to reciprocate this back. I hope I'm using the right word. Replicate this with people starting up too. Startups. I think this is what I mentioned last week too. We are all local startups. If my friend want to come out with a fucking with some shoes and it looks fucking fucked up, I still have to support it, nigga. Like, what the fuck? I would like to create my own sneakers. That's my dream job. I would like to create the designing sneakers, but I would like to create a sneaker. But what happens when you do that? It costs so much money. They're gonna give you materials that's like, all right, cool. Now they're getting better though. But they all have that, I don't know, like that. They all have, like, if you are creating a player in a video game, they all have that create a sneaker element that you could just pick out of these and that's it. Which I get it, nigga. What more you want? You feel me? But you can't wow people like that. It gotta be some premium looking shit. You know what I'm saying? But all that goes away if you just, because listen, this, how the hell Stan Smiths are popular, and that's just leather with holes in them. So what if I create something that looks just like a fake ass Stan Smith, Adidas Stan Smith? Of course, people gonna say, nigga, that looks just like the Stan Smith. I might as well get the real Stan Smith. But what happens if I have the power of your overlords? And I tell, for the ladies, who y'all like? Fucking Beyonce, the one that, first of all, Beyonce keep wearing dresses looking like the Pope. We all know, we get it, Beyonce. You're a globalist, allegedly. But if Beyonce for the women wears my piece, sneaker or whatever, and I tell Drake to wear my sneaker, whatever, that shit look like the Stan Smith is gonna automatically become, yo, those are the shoes that this girl wears, and it's by a designer. And then that's when people start the upliftment. Nah, he's a new designer, yo, he's nice with it. But if you would have sold just the regular, you see what I'm saying? I don't have to spell it out. We have to support each other. If they keep coming out with some whack shit, then, advise them. Because we got to be honest with each other too. But still support, man. You never know if that one design was corny, but 15 designs later, he gets it. It becomes his magnum opus, and he creates something that was ahead of his time, that we will all know that person for. When you look back and the reason why I talk shit about these high-end brands or whatever, but I definitely got to go ahead and say you got to give props to Louis Vuitton though. Just the fact, if that story was true, just the fact of the founder, his story of how he fucking walked like from here to fucking Florida in terms, I guess it's like that, or maybe a little bit less, like maybe from here to Atlanta or from here to North Carolina walking. That's what he did in Paris during, I guess, not the war, but he trying to find jobs, and he found the job in leather making, for like cases and shit. And eventually he started making his own technique. He got nicer and nicer. He walked though all the way to Paris. Got that job working from the bottom. But it was working for a shit that he was kind of passionate about. Then he found out, yo, if I make my luggages all square, it's going to be easier for people to stack when they traveling, in boats. Because at that time it was in boats. So if you're traveling abroad, like to the United States, people used to have, like the Titanic, I used to lift people's things by like it. So he made it convenient. Then he said, I'm going to make sure people will be able to, notice my luggage specifically. And that's when eventually the LV made it to the canvas, made it to the leather of the square cases. Then it had a lock. It came with its own lock. All that stems from that one kid that could have easily stood in his town and said, damn, yo, you know what I'm saying? And that's something I'm struggling to, because it's so easy to say, oh, just go ahead and do it. But you know what I think is one of the most, one of the biggest distraction? Your own job. And you can't really say that to like Republicans, because they'll be like, what do you mean, man? I have 15 jobs. Oh, yeah, okay, but Michael Jordan won 3 straight championships, and he retired, and he came back and won 3 straight more. So there's no excuses for any basketball player out there to not do that. You can't just say that. I had great parents, so I can't talk too much shit, but you're gonna tell me that kid that was raised with abusive parents or some shit, and you expect him to just, oh, well, he did it, you do it too? What? Hell no. And a lot of people who say that are people who can't fathom something like that happening to them. Or probably people who say that are people that it happened to them and they found the strength. But yo, you know how, like, I be telling my mom joking, like, yo, you gotta give me props. I ain't became a fucking criminal. But I was raised in the Bronx, nigga. With peers that became eventually criminals. And it was as easy as saying, it was as easy as lying to your parents about where you was gonna go and get into some bullshit. It was as easy as that. It was as easy as that. Of course, when my friend comes over, you think you're gonna say, yo, nigga, suck my dick. No, nigga, he gonna be mad polite. My mom gonna think he's a good boy too. And we outside shooting everything moving. You see? So, listen, man, like, there's a lot of traps. And now, flip it around. You can have kids that are born in the suburbs where money is not really an issue. Like, obviously, if everybody's foot is chopped off and they can't work, you feel me, or some shit like that, but you know, financially stable, money in the bank on some shit, like money for emergency type shit, their own house type shit. That kid could fuck up mad times and still got a home to go to. In the hood, you can't really do that, nigga. As soon as you start like growing up, you gotta help around. And then, in the hood, of course, where you always see it, the father's not at home. They give incentives for the women to not have the man at home, but you know, but receive help. Why can't they make that same help, but for couples that say, hey, you know what? We will help y'all, but also y'all gotta once every 3 months y'all gotta come to this see, this is too much maybe because it's too invasive probably. But hey, if you want the help, at least once every quarter you have to come and to this meeting of like where they have therapy and shit, where you speak with therapy to the families, one-on-one, like one-on-two obviously. So not because everybody's in one big room, but once every quarter they'll reach out to family or somebody will come into the house and speak to them. It has to be done something like that because you know people will abuse that shit too. But not only because of that, but I say that because you also want to see where a parent's head is at, because you know you want to make sure that there's good families out there. You know, just because you have your family, both your parents, your mother and your father, doesn't mean that shit cannot be dysfunctional as fuck. You don't know what kind of trauma the father had or the mom had, and you know they just bump heads, and maybe the pops bump her head a little too much. That's how a lot of my machismo man was on some shit back in the days. But you know, the help is to separate the family. You know what's that we could have like our children being outside and not worry about nothing? That's how they do it in the Jewish neighborhoods. When I remember when I was passing by, nigga, people were looking at me, everybody. And I remember I was like, what the fuck? When I saw little kids riding a bike and there was no parents to be found. But I'm talking about a kid so small that they on tricycles and shit. And they riding and they're looking at you and straight in the eyes and shit. And they pass by you and shit. You're like, what the fuck? Where the parents at? What the? And then when the older person passes by you, they stare, you know, not stare like you want to fight, but they give you that look like, oh, you're not from here type of look. You know what I'm saying? But that's because they got a tight-knit community, man. You can go to the fucking store drunk with your money all over and nobody passing by will dare fucking take your shit. And they will help you find your fucking apartment. That's a community. The only time we have a community and everywhere in New York City is when somebody locally dies and he was loved and got killed by the cops, or somebody killed them with drugs or whatever, and they paint his picture outside, and then the community comes and they put a bunch of Hennessy and fucking European saints, fake saints, on the fucking ground. Don't do me like that. I'll tell you That shit that happened with Junior in the Bronx a couple summers ago should have been the be-all, end-all of gangs. It's so easy for these gangs to say, we are not all like that. Don't say that about us. We're not okay. Okay. But then again, you're promoting a fucking rap video that rap video is promoting fucking death and violence. Where we going? It's not like y'all want to come out and say, yo, hold up. Before y'all see this video, we are actors. We are not shooting people. We are for the peaks. You know what I mean? This is straight music. This is poetry. Thank you so much. No violence, please. On to the video. They don't do that shit. They don't do that shit. They want to keep that act. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So, are we going to go all the way or are we going to go halfway when it comes to this shit? They already let us know. You can't be too intellectual, nigga. You can't be a Malcolm. He got clipped. Malcolm X, he got clipped. They literally clipped our Professor X and our Magneto. And they put spies in the now I'm gonna forget this motherfucker's name. I would never forget, because I remember passing by 125th and I was like looking at his picture and I was like, damn, he look just like Beanie Siegel, yo. Now I gotta look it up. Damn, man, I hate that I gotta cheat when I'm doing a podcast. I would literally, if I would have been not doing a podcast to myself or whatever, I literally would have been like, I'm watching whatever I'm watching, but I open up another window in my brain and I'm still thinking, what's his name? Damn, the name almost just came to me. Hold on, I haven't even looked yet. I know the beat's playing in the background, so bear with me. Fuck, man, he's Jamaican too. But he wanted to unite the whole Caribbean on that shit. Fuck, I'm gonna just look it up. He had a parade at 125th. Parade, Marcus Garvey. I didn't even check, yo. All right, so hold up. I literally typed 125th parade, and I'm looking down, and it still hasn't showed Marcus Garvey, but it has to be Marcus Garvey. Hold up. He was fat, right? Marcus Garvey. Yup, that was him. He looked like Beanie Siegel a little bit. He look like Beanie Siegel, nigga. If you put that one picture that they showed, that he look like he has his hand on the table, and you just you drop that Beanie Siegel, that you know my name, bitch. Beanie Garvey was the name that they gave me. But yeah, they put a fucking spy, a black spy within Garvey. And, you know, they were making sure, like, his money was fucked up. And he probably was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with my money, nigga? And you just have spies in there that's handling the money for you and fucking it up for you. And by the time you know, it's, like, too late. Like, what you gonna get the money back? Like, see, just in case. No. People used to wait. I gotta rewatch the doc on him about his newspapers. I think it will even go around Dominican Republic in Spanish. I think they will translate it. And it was about all of us getting together, coming together. They will, like in DR, they will wait for his boat or una vaina rara. That then the boat will have, he had his own boat, and that the boat will have, I guess, the newspaper in there, una vaina rara, or donation. I don't know what it was. And then people will come to wait for the boat, and then eventually they saw that the boat stopped coming. There was some shit that had to do with when his money started, you know, disappearing and shit through, like, I guess, bad advice. But, you know, too much power, man. You gonna tell me that's not light work for the fucking CIA? The CIA already killed the fucking president and told us basically. They basically just kind of say, they're not gonna really come out and say we did it. No, what? That's not how it rolls, but they basically, it came out, it leaked out. Like when it hits Fox, nigga, you already know what it is. Tucker Carlson did. So, did we snap? Nah, it happened a long time ago. You see? So like the song says, from Hermano Rosario, Borrón y Cuenta Nueva, like that's it, nigga. Next. We're gonna destroy that one person that wanted to help out America. His name was Donald Trump. We just compare that nigga to Hitler. 45 years later, that's what we're gonna say. And you know what the kid's gonna hear in their head? Next. Because they're gonna deal with their own shit. That's the only thing they can relate to, what they currently going through. And it's like a no-no. It's good to know like the white history, but they don't like to tell us like the bad history of our own country, of other countries. And I know we're a little hard-headed when we're young. We don't want to listen a lot. But it should become like at least a requirement to vote. So be like, oh, you don't vote? All right, it's good that you don't vote, because if you do vote, that means you had to take it's like going to the DMV. It's like, you want to drive? I bet. That means they'll make it a little bit hard for people. People won't vote. But that avoids these fucking dumbasses that see the TV and say, oh, well, he said. Then they chop up a clip of me saying, hey, I love Mexicans. There's good Mexicans and there's bad Mexicans. There's some Mexicans that go across the border and they rape and that's all they're gonna cut up. They're gonna say, oh, we got them. Let's cut this up here, 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 and here. And that influences your vote right there. Because they loop you in the feeling of, in the emotion of racism when you don't pull back and you don't have enough time because you gotta go to work tomorrow. You got your kids running around. Oh shit, you forgot you left the stove on. So we rely on fast food news to come and hit us. And not only fast food, because now you can really go to YouTube and there's people that you can at least trust more. These mainstream media news is done. But it was their news and that's it. There was no critical thinking. You never seen news recently again and you see that they be like in a 4-6 hour sit down with blank, the name of whatever the person that we're gonna scrutinize. He had a lot to say. And this is some of the things that he said. And they'll literally show you like 4 clips of like, they'll show you 3 50-second clips that will show a dialogue and they will frame it to how they want it to. And you saw all those 3 and you don't say, they did their homework. They did their journalism for me. That's how we see it. They cooked it. Or I'm paying for them to serve it to me. But now when it comes to news, we have to literally go up to the fucking deer, shoot it, drag it, skin it, cook it, save it for later or whatever, eat it, and that's it. Seasoning and all that shit. Now we got to do that, but not really, because if you go to YouTube and there's some people with a good, good reporters that you could, take with a grain of salt, but you will kind of see their hit or miss throughout time. Anything beats even Fox News, nigga. They would have never had Kanye on. Probably would, but they never would have. Not on Fox. I think Tucker Carlson did an interview with him, but I don't know if it was his own show or I think it was. I thought it was his own podcast or some shit like that. But these motherfuckers don't. These people in the news, if they really would have been was in for our favor, they would have said, hey guys, a lot of Republicans and Democrats, of course Democrats, but even a lot of Republicans are voting in for speech laws against Israel, the Ashkenazi, the white Jews over there. Speech laws, my nigga. Like, yo, first of all, I'm broke. You gonna limit my speech now, nigga? God damn. Let me guess, you gonna charge me $1 for every curse word? Yeah, you're gonna put the chip in me and shit, and monitor my curse words or some shit. It's el final, yeah. That's why I like to make jokes and I like to exaggerate it, because it really becomes that those exaggerations is either it makes it click for you, or it's just like funny at first, and then it becomes reality, and then we just forget. That's why niggas write books. That's why I do this podcast, though. Hopefully, there's no fucking Mad Max world where the power's gone and we gotta rely on people stealing oil and shit, gasoline and shit, survival mode. Because if the power's on and everything, and this internet really lasts until the end of time, then somebody gonna hear this podcast. When I had the beats that I made and the tracks I made put in the website, it does give you like a kit where you could track who's listening. There's people from fucking from Ireland, Europe, of course, but like the Middle East and shit. People from fucking Poland listening to my shit. Couple times too. So it's like, damn. If that was me with my CD outside and this was the 80s or the 90s or the early 2000s, that would never happen. And who knows if somebody over there heard my shit and is a nerd, samples my shit that I've sampled of others and makes my shit hot. And you never know. You never know. You never know. By the way, I can't believe I talked all this time and I haven't even mentioned the fucking Giants ass whipping that they got yesterday, man. Fuck. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, right. Jalen put a hurt on us, nigga. Fucking like it was a fucking blowout. And you know what I knew? I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Motherfucker Dable, the coach, went for it in the first fucking, was it the first? The first or second drive, I mean. Made him go for it at the 50-yard line in the first quarter. Down 7-0. Y'all went for it? I don't care if it was 3 fucking yards. Nah, nigga, kick that shit. Nigga, this ain't Madden all the time, nigga. Kick that shit, put them closer to their end. Hopefully an into, you're right there. Now you tie it up. But no, you're going to fuck up because obviously it's 50-50, nigga. So you're going to fuck up and then now they got the ball at the 50. Mind you, these niggas just came scorching their first drive. And of course, they did what they did. 14-0, they were not bad. It was game over. You can tell it was game over. That coaches were celebrating like they won the game already. I was like, God damn, they done? I'm not saying that saved the game, nigga, but come on now. Even I know that. Don't get me started. You know what? Oh, by the way, I am gonna get started. Here we go. Yo, I was watching the Joe Budden podcast. You still have this nigga Queens Flip really saying free Young Thug. This, free that shit is getting out of hand. It necessarily doesn't mean about Young Thug, but in this case, Young Thug is obviously, it seems like he's guilty. Like he got tossed a perk in the courtroom, and Queens Flip is literally saying still free Young Thug, man. Fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? What? Alright, you know, like let's stop the jokes and shit. I'm like, nigga. I mean, let's keep it real though. This chick was sniffing coke allegedly in the courtroom. The chick with that was in court with this fucking actor. So, hey, if this nigga got slipped a perk, you know what I'm saying? It's funny how, of course, the black man, they're gonna make it a big deal, but that fucking bitch that was in court sniffing coke, you know, they didn't make that a big deal. Maybe they did, and I didn't pay attention. But still, my nigga, we still in this fucking thing about glorifying death, nigga, and it's our own people. And let me clip this right here, Eddie, because it's like a blunt. Let me clip this blunt right here, because I'm gonna go to a different topic. You know what I be thinking? The way you see like pictures of real people back in the days that look like real people now, even celebrities, unless they fucking reptilians and they just wear the same suit. But we obviously have features that maybe somebody had ages ago. So think about this. Imagine you know somebody, you have beef with somebody or something. We see new people almost every day, especially here in New York. That's crazy unto itself. Because I be thinking about that. How many, like, you could tell God is nice with it. Because how many different combinations of faces that you're gonna come up with. My lazy ass would have made everybody the same face. I don't know. Y'all figure it out yourself. Y'all distinct by y'all odor, I guess. And I give y'all strong noses or some shit. But damn, nigga. But now with that said, imagine, let's say, okay, I believe in the Bible. So in my case, imagine you seeing people from the Bible that looks not identical, like an identical twin, but so much alike. And we will never know because we never seen. There was no fucking photos in that time. But guess what? That might happen in the future though. You may have some beef with somebody like Jay-Z, and then it doesn't come to a fruition of beef because it reminds you of something. Because we're gonna have photos forever of everything. But back in the days, I'm really meaning like, imagine you kill somebody that looks exactly how the real Jesus looked back in the days. That will fuck with your head, like damn, make you cry or whatever, like damn, what the fuck, But this is why that whole push of no religion goes hand in hand in a way with like not giving a fuck and doing what you gotta do in this world. So we all kind of do need a guidance. Not no police, but we obviously have free will and we can control that shit. Because you would think, y'all have free will, so let's all stop killing each other. No, because there's that one person that's gonna do something fucked up to somebody, or that kid that went to your school, their parents don't give a fuck, or whatever, and the beef that just goes out of, there's no control. There's no community. We just gotta start there. There's no sympathy. We idolize the money because we are in a condition that we have no choice but to idolize money. If your cousin comes through and you don't really like that person, but comes through and says, yo, I made mad money in something very legal. I'm giving y'all all money, $10,000 each, yo. That's gonna be automatically your fucking favorite cousin. You're gonna hit that nigga. I'm not saying everybody, because some people actually got balls, but we're naturally like that because we idolize money. We're gonna be like, yo, nigga, you can't believe it, yo. I was in the gym and nigga, I was playing basketball and one sneaker came out, and then when I went to get it, nigga, somehow my other sneaker came out. But anyways, yo, nigga, I lost my sneakers. Yo, can you give me money so I can buy some sneakers? I want to buy 3 of them so I can make sure I would never lose those. You can tell I said such a stupid story because that's how it's going to sound to you. Because you can tell when somebody calls and they want money. It's like, damn, yo, where you been? And you be like, nigga, what? But, it's that. But when you clear all that off, and that's why it's scary to say a utopian society, but it's not at the same time. It's like a world of like fucking Star Trek, where it's like, nigga, we don't define humans by money. And ironically, I push for that, but at the same time, I'm like halfway don't, because they could easily take that with no sincerity at all and eventually ruin it. Like China, because they're doing the credit score. The credit score you would think is like, oh, yeah, that don't sound too good. But they kind of want to do a credit score so you won't do bad. And this is like, that sounds scary, and I don't want that here. But what we're going to do with a lot of people who are misbehaving, because it's going to be very hard to change that person. oh, they could do it. Listen, they could do it. There's a lot of people coming out of jail. That's the one good thing that I'm seeing. That at first I didn't catch it like that. But one good thing is that a lot of people are coming out of jail and becoming YouTube create their YouTube. Let me just say it like that, and tell their stories. And even if you haven't been in jail, if you listen to other people, like we should, especially adults older than us, OGs or what they call it or whatever, then you will learn a lot, and you will be fearful of actually going to jail. You know, for you to come out of jail and think you're gonna change your, yes, people have done it before. Because all I can easily point to is that Judge Mathis. But, you know, not everybody's like that. Not everybody has the opportunity. You can talk Brooke off to so many different topics, but look, at the end of the day, they all relate somehow. And I do have to work on sticking to topics a little bit more, but whatever. This is how it is. But back to the Young Thug shit, right? Allegedly, the way to get hot and get signed is to be hot in the streets. And not hot in the streets in terms of everybody loves music. Like, yeah, that would happen, but a lot of these people, they just get hot in the street because their name be ringing bells, and they very violent. They got gangs. And that has always existed. But how convenient for the labels to want people like that, because you could put a fucking life insurance on them, and you know they obviously got beefs everywhere. Why not? That record label shit is very scary. They can come out of nowhere and say, "Yo, we got this person. If you don't return this money, then that's it. You know you got it, nigga. But you know you're done, nigga. You can't hit the cops up." Look at what happened to Canelo. They fucking kidnapped his brother or some shit, some cartel, and he couldn't call the cops or some shit. Like, nigga, that's crazy. I know the money is dope and everything, but damn, it makes you think. Imagine do some shit like that to your moms or some shit. Or they kill your pops in the case of Jordan. You know, who knows if that was some hit that was made. I was just speaking to this about this to my friends. I was like, yo, you imagine they told Jordan to throw a finals, and he said, "Fuck out of here. I'm winning this shit," and they kill his pops. Or maybe they kill his pops because he was gambling. But at the same time, Jordan has so much money, nigga. There's no way gonna be broke from gambling. I owe a nigga $2,000. I want to give nigga. Jada would say, $2,000, nigga, come back tomorrow, nigga, and I'm gonna give you $40,000. Here's $40,000, come back tomorrow. That's better said. Right? Because it can't be the money. But you would never know. Look, my brother passed last year. It's crazy to say that now because it's literally January. You imagine if I was famous and my brother passed away, and it's to the point that, you know, there's a term for the cause of death, which I still don't remember. But I mean, he did take the shot. You know, so it could have been anything. There was an issue with like his blood vessels or something like that, and you just never know what doctors will say now. And it sucks because now I can't think like that about every doctor, but what are the chances? These people don't care about us. They don't know us. It could have been anything though. But my point is like, you imagine if I was like known, and then that would happen to my brother, then the people would have been like, "Oh yeah, that was a sacrifice." I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. Because then it could happen to you. You feel me? And when it's something that generally wasn't for that reason. Then again, shit, who knows, right? because they could probably do it on purpose for you. You never know. You never know. A lot of, like, that's the thing about people. A lot of people will do anything for money. And sometimes it's not all about money, but sometimes it is, because why would you want to wish harm, like, on the person? You don't even hate him that much. But are you hating because he's driving a car that you think is really nice, or you clearly see that he has money? But what if we all have that? Like, what if you take away money? It's all about perspective on life, how good you are with your family. Like, I know we can laugh at that, because we can laugh at that now because we're so far from it. But that's a real community. That's a real state of living, where you can't come and show off with your money. Bitches are not gonna run to you. It makes, I can't believe I said bitches. You imagine if I was on a radio show? Oh my God, I can't believe you used that word to talk about women. We are under attack. But you imagine, like, that would have happened? That would immediately take off that notion for women to just be like, oh my God, he's so cute, but it's really about his money. It would have been about, are you a good talker? Obviously the looks, but your personality. And if a girl likes a guy's personality, that's it. People are gonna worry about money? No. But nowadays, it's like, yeah, you got a good personality, but that guy that smacks me around, he smacks me, but it's because he loves me. Yeah, right, no, it's because of the money. Or the typical, I fell for the drug dealer, now he's in jail, and now I'm in the house over here with like 8 of his kids, and I am a woman, so obviously I be having guys here. Or I don't do it in the house, but you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man. That's why I do say that regardless of everybody's condition or my condition myself, and I can say for myself, regardless of my condition, I'm still so happy at life. I'm happy that I wake up. I'm happy that I can still call my father and say, hey, how you doing? I love you. I can say it to my mom still. One day they're gonna be out. But I could have easily been born without no parents. How would that affect me? You never know. But even when they're gone, though, you still gotta appreciate life, man. Like, when you see how hard it is for you to be you, you know, like, not be especially nowadays where women are fucking doing abortions left and right. Woo! I didn't sneeze. But yeah, man, like, you imagine in DR they don't really believe in that shit like that. But now you can be Dominican and here and shit, but you're in that culture of America, where America says we're a Christian country, but hey, yeah, no, we could abort the baby, and hey, if y'all all agree, we could push it to 9 months. When it easily becomes murder, but it's not, because the mother's murdered him, so she made him, she can kill him, I guess. Put it like this. It's like kids never coming out of high school. But it's like kids never coming out of kindergarten. Or let's even go way back than that. It's like kids never coming out of pre-K. You see how that hurts? I'm like, oh my God, they're so young. But now let's go all the way back. When they first had their heartbeat. And they have their limbs. And they fully intact. And they pushing for up to the day of birth. They can kill him. There's no uproar. There's uproar, but from white people, but you don't see that a bunch of black people and Hispanics doing that. That's our problem. And you know, I be laughing at myself because sometimes I just thought right now, like, damn, I sound like there's a podcast of complaints. But you know, maybe it's not for y'all. Maybe this is for podcast listeners in the future, 2079, 2059, 2000, the year 2200. You know, you never know. And for those who are listening at a time ahead, fourth wall break, I should do that more often. But these are the times I'm living in. And I'm dealing with these dumbass people too, who are fucking yellow belts and don't know shit about politics and voted for somebody that eventually led to millions of families in the streets. Millions of people who were living by their rented homes. They had a struggle. Look how bad it was. People in the future. Because these people who are listening, they know this. They ain't gonna admit it. Well, no. The Republicans would admit it. Because, that, inflation or whatever, because they were handing out free money. But hold up. They do that shit to fucking banks and all that shit, and rich people and shit. It's called bailouts. We're Americans. It's not like there's 80 billion people here. There's about 300 million people. Y'all can't come up with no bullshit. And then they were fucking their own Republicans fighting for, like, oh, we're giving them too much money. I'm like, God damn. And this is that's why it's good that that happens to us. Fuck it. Because they literally out there with so much swag now, because they know that we don't know shit about our politics, that they could just literally go out there and make rules for us instead of listening to us and going by our rules. We pay for them. We put them in. But it's not like that anymore. They just get votes because they fix it. So that's why they speak like they make the rules, nigga. They put in their own Supreme Court justice people in there. So when they want something passed, it's gonna get passed. That's why they need to put they had to put some more Republican Supreme Court justices. Niggas was wilding in there. They could have easily said, yo, we're gonna do Roe versus Wade or whatever the fuck it's called, so women can have abortions, and that's gonna be followed up by a rule it's followed up with a rule that says, and it can never be reversed no matter how many Supreme Court justices are changed or whatever. And they would have passed it because that's the home team. That's the home team playing with their own, this is the home team. But when you split it and you have to have, both sides agree, it's harder. It won't get passed. That's what the Democrats were trying to do. All this shit I had to learn simply by just paying attention. And I still don't got it tight knit. Like, I don't know, not even tight knit. Nowhere near tight knit. But I had to find out how that Supreme Court justice shit, because I saw that Kavanaugh shit, and a bunch of y'all was jumping out the window for RBG and the victim of the Kavanaugh shit. Y'all niggas do not go that hard for y'all own probably fucking sick ass uncles in y'all family. Y'all don't out them niggas. And I'm saying that because you gotta see the people's energy. Oh, he's this and that. Listening to that Believe Women. That whole Believe Women is still going on. Look with that Megan Thee Stallion shit. And it came out that Tory, I guess, shot her for real. I don't know if he even shot her. He's guilty. I don't know how. Just because you on the phone apologizing, like, yeah, he was drunk, but But the eerie shit was that you're innocent to proven guilty, and that was the total opposite that they did when they became that case. Oh, because you just can't hit a woman. Niggas then, so go ham on Fabulous when he was allegedly hitting his wife. Y'all ain't cancel him, nigga. Oh, no, you can't just hit a wife. You can't just hit a woman like that. You can't. Okay, if shooting is a whole other level, I get it. But you act like, first of all, that story wasn't all tight knit either. And obviously they both found out that he was fucking both of them. So you know how that can go. And you know how women, you don't want to hit them, but you got to hold them off because they probably want to fight each other and they strong and shit. And they're not going to fucking stop. And that's why there's some shots went in the air or whatever. But the one that Dika hit her, I don't know how that was about. So maybe that could have been fucking this nigga, Tory. That's dumb on him. But a lot of people was quick to just not play his music and all that. I'm like, God damn, nigga. I understand if y'all do that after the fucking trial or whatever, but you see, that's why I can't listen, man. And he was on his independent shit. If he was with a record label would be like, how dare y'all niggas trying to cancel this nigga? I'm paying y'all money to play this nigga shit. Fuck out of here. And then he will still be, like everybody who does a podcast, they will give him the heads up. Do not talk down on Tory. He's still innocent until proven. Like they would have got that memo, bro, because he's independent, nigga. Fuck that nigga. That's how the game is. If you too smart, they still find a way to kind of set you up. Look at that Andrew Tate shit. That shit better be real then. Because it seems like they just trying to find more shit on him while he's in jail. To just be like, this is what we wanted. A bag of weed. Yeah, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little eerie, man. So hopefully, y'all better pray to God that Tate really did that shit. Because if not, then that means y'all niggas is going after Reverend, which I know is happening now. Y'all went after fucking Alex Jones for that Sandy Hook shit, nigga. But what y'all don't want to fucking do y'all due diligence on is that they were having a lot of weird drill videos, and that story itself was not fucking cohesive, man. Let's be honest. Well, how about that recent shooting where the own fucking cops wasn't even going in? They were supposed to stand down while the niggas there mowing down kids. And y'all talk about fucking Alex Jones. I bet. What about Las Vegas? What was that all about? There was a shooting over here, a shooters in a helicopter. Then there was protecting a Saudi nigga in a hotel a mile down. Like, what the fuck was that all about? And I've been to Vegas twice. So when they was mentioning these hotels, I already knew the distance. So I'm like, why is this happening over here and something's happening way down there? And it was like a Saudi nigga being like escorted by like rogue military niggas like that you will see in Joe Rogan podcast with just a vest on and like a hat backwards, like, you know, like private personnel type of shit. Yo, son. That's why you can't trust, and that's why the government needs to, one, give us all reparations for this whole COVID bullshit. Maybe that's what's gonna happen, and arrest Fauci and all these niggas. Celebrities in the Lolita Express, or in the island or whatever, they gotta get exposed. The government needs to be very, very, very open to us. Not about everything, because they're not gonna tell us the nuclear codes and all that bullshit, but open to us about like shit going from here on out. Do some changes to the big pharma that regain our trust. This is some serious shit. Because these doctors are just mechanics now. Oh, well, your Oreo ain't changed, so I'll do that. And by the way, did y'all tell you about the steering? It needs to be this something here, something there. I got this one right here. It costs a lot of money, but I got this one right here that costs cheap. And that's because he got sponsored by them. Like, you just never know. These people just recommend shit that you don't know. If you work for a cell phone store, for people that done this before, you see the people from different companies come and say, hey, we'll order y'all pizza if y'all sell like 10 of these. That's low-key lobbying. That's lobbying for your products. And we still have that in politics now. You can lobby. And I heard like the term lobby came from literally a president that will be in the lobby with this one guy, totally fucking illegally, and it just became a term. So now people come in and they just be like, hey, I got this company or whatever. Big tech, in this case, lobbying for maybe laws so they can get more free by like checking people's information on their phone. Look at TikTok. If you agree to TikTok's terms and condition, nigga, they're gonna see all those naked pictures in your iCloud, nigga. That's the whole point. And listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather have America. This is gonna sound me like I'm a house nigga completely for this, but I'd rather have America see my naked pictures than China. I don't want them niggas to come and invade. The hell? I'm gonna have mad whip on my back from them correcting me on how to write in Chinese and shit. 'Cause I need to learn that shit like within 6 months type of shit. I'm over here like, damn. I'll be like Maury when that dude with the vest comes out, and then the kid at the end of the show goes, "Mom, I want to go back home." Dr. West, what's his name? Mr. West? D West? Here comes out D West. And then he comes out with his vest with no shirt under and just his muscles black as hell. And he'll be like, "What are you doing to that lady? That's your mother." That's what China goes, and I'm gonna be like, "I wanna learn English again. I love America." That's how it's gonna be, yo. You know what's creepy? That all these cyberpunk movies, they're in a setting of like New York, Metropolis, LA, but like with a bunch of Chinese letters written everywhere, like as if we was conquered by them or some shit. Or it must be that, or every place in cyberpunk, wherever that hell that age is, which cyberpunk is like the future, but like with like us with cybernetics, but still living in this poverty-stricken world, like capitalism bullshit like that. Kind of like now, it's like us having iPhones. That's why it's like we're entering that era. But yeah, I mean, I guess every spot that they do is always a fucking Chinatown. But yeah, it kind of shows that. So I was like, you imagine? But word is that China's really doing bad economically too. So who knows? Who the fuck knows who's gonna run for president in 2 years? The Democrats, they better bring out Hillary Clinton, which you already know that's a done deal. But nigga, you never know. These people will probably be like, the same ones that say that everybody's corrupt, they're probably gonna be like, everybody's corrupt, and then they're gonna go to the booth and say, Democrats, on the low. I don't put it past them. These people are fucking brainwashed, yo. Look at me going for an hour and 27 minutes. But yeah, man, the game is rigged. And when the first person that came and said, yo, I took an advantage of this rigging, this game is rigged, I could fix it, vote for me, that was Donald Trump right there. He's still a vaccine salesman, but just because I fuck with Trump doesn't mean I'm a fucking fanatic, nigga. Like, what the hell? He pushed the vaccine. You think I took it? No, because I still have my own fucking vision. I have my own, I look out for certain shit. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about on that one, but I'm doing this. That's how we all gotta be, man. I'm not fucking perfect either. So how the fuck I'm doing it, y'all can't? See? How about that? Flipped it on y'all. People get canceled, and we just throw that word out. Like, that's canceling. That's blackballing people. That's blacklisting people. And we over here using it and okaying it. I thought this person was canceled. Like, what the? Who the fuck are you? Let me stop it right there, because I'm really going. Anyways. I tell you this, though. With the people going in Davos, that yearly meeting that George Soros didn't go this time because he knew he was going to get cooked. Greta Thunberg got questioned. The guy from Pfizer got questioned. No answers. Good game. And, hey, they got exposed. The vaccine was bullshit. And they keep pushing it, nigga. You know what the best thing to do now that Memorial Day is coming, now that Martin Luther King Day is coming on Monday? we also have to remember that while he strived for racial equality, he also strived for safety. So with that said, go out and get your booster. You be like, ande el diablo, y'all found somehow to tie that shit up. Y'all found somehow to tie that shit in. God damn. That got exposed. You ain't gonna see no more nurses doing TikTok videos anymore. Cause they got fired too. Yo, can you believe that shit? You work all your life to be a nurse or whatever. Not all your life, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of hard work. And they tell you, oh yeah, everything you did, but take this or you're out. And you're like, whoa. Oh, and by the way, if you have side effects or something, you can't sue. Put your money where your mouth is. Say, yo, take the vaccine, and if something crazy happens, you could sue, my nigga. Hell no. That was a bank, the illest bank robbery, the illest heist that lasted years too. It's not the case, oh, it happened one day or a couple hours. No, it lasted years. It's still going on now. You go to that little med shit that they do in New York City, the MED like medical little clinics that they open up here and there and shit. That happened with perfect timing, right in 2019. I'm over here. I talked about this story before. I was over here like, oh my God, they really care about us. They're gonna make more hospitals so people don't have to be in long lines. Nigga, Globalist was like, yeah, right, nigga. Boom. 6 months later, 2020, COVID, bang. Everybody went there to get their shots, to get their checkups. Them lines was long. I passed by them and I fucking chuckled at all the motherfuckers. Saddest thing ever, you still see people getting lined up to get it. Now, 2023. Anyways, we can't save them all. Pirate Radio, episode 87. I'm getting closer to 100. Episode 87. Catch y'all next week. Peace.